Lucy. Today I'm going to roleplay Thumbelina. Thumbelina, Chapter 10. Getting ready for a wedding. Mr. Rufus spoke quietly with Mrs. Gray and then left. My plan is working perfectly, Mrs. Gray said, her nose wiggling happily. What plan? Asked Thumbelina. Mr. Rufus has agreed to marry you, says Mrs. Gray. Thumbelina was shocked. But I don't want to marry him, she said. Don't be silly, frowned Mrs. Gray. Mrs. Rufus is rich and kind. You are lucky ones to marry. But Mrs. Gray, began Thumbelina. Not another word, said the mouse. There is so much to do. One morning, Mrs. Gray bought a big basket of corn husks. Mr. Rufus wants you to weave some mats, said he has firm feet, but you do not. And his full of clothes. Thumbelina stared at her breath. She has lost her shoes in the forest somewhere. The next day, Mrs. Gray brought a dry. You need to make some rooms, said Mrs. Gray. Mr. Rufus' home has many rooms. They all need sweeping. I don't care, Thumbelina almost shouted. He lives underground. I never see the sun shine again. Well, then, you need some lights, Mrs. Gray said. Ignoring Thumbelina, she went to the closet. Here's a lantern, she said. It will be dark in your new home, but you will get used to it. Why can't I stay with you? Thumbelina asked. Mrs. Gray said sternly, plans have been made. It's too late to change them now. But I won't be happy, Thumbelina said sadly. Suddenly, she heard a light stepping at the back door. Thumbelina opened the door. Wanderweb was it at your service, said 3 black spiders. They all wore gray shirts with a W on the front. Each W was a different color. Mrs. Rufus hired you to make your wedding dress. How kind of Mrs. Rufus! Mrs. Gray clapped her hands. The spiders measured and spun almost at the same time. We won't need much lace, said the spider with a red W. She has a tiny waist. She is a bit thin, agreed the spider with a green W. The wedding dress seemed to appear as the watches the spider. Tears came into her eyes. I need some fresh air, she said quietly. Thumbelina, Mrs. Gray said suddenly, but Thumbelina ran outside. It was cold but sunny. I'm tired of everybody telling me what to do, she shouted into the air. I don't want to get married. I don't want to live underground. But nobody heard Thumbelina. Bye bye guys, see you again. Thanks for watching my video.